Hey guys, welcome back to the vlog. Today's vlog is all about unboxing the latest and greatest DJI FPV drone. I was lucky enough to get my hands on one, and wow, this is so fresh off the market. I want to thank Drones PH Academy, Drone Superstar on Instagram, Kalki. Thank you so much for hooking me up with one of these. I was so excited. I was actually going to do the whole build your own Cinewhoop. I actually don't even have my knife, so I don't know how I'm going to unbox this, but with my bare hands, so it's not gonna look so pretty. But there, managed to cop a piece of plastic. Boom. So as I was saying, this is the latest and greatest from DJI. This is their own version of what they think an FPV drone is. This is the FPV combo, comes with the version 2 goggles and the latest and greatest drone. I keep saying that. DJI just released this drone, and it is their version of what a freestyle drone could be and should be. The nice thing with going with the DJI ecosystem is that you get the DJI flight controller, the super clear crystal digital glasses or FPV goggles, and you get this really mean looking drone. Boom, there's the drone. Now this is still, I guess, much smaller than your regular size drones like the Inspire, and it sits, I guess, in between, almost like the Mavic 2 size from just looking at it, but it does feel much heavier. So this is what you get. Nice drone. We're gonna put this down here. The FPV goggles. Yes. Again, this is the version 2 FPV goggles. It looks very similar to the version 1. I don't have the version 1. Before buying this setup, I was actually toying the idea of looking at setting up my own racing drone system. I was going to go with a Cinewhoop. The Cinewhoop is a drone with the propeller guards that you can fly in really tight spaces. But the problem with going with your own DIY racing drone or Cinewhoop drone is that you have to learn how to build it yourself. You have to learn how to solder everything, program everything, balance the batteries, maintain the batteries, and honestly, it is a lot of work. Unlike using a DJI system, the battery in itself will self-regulate. If it's overcharged and you're not going to use it, it will discharge itself, so it will protect itself. So in this box you get some propellers, and that's that. I'm going to set this to the side. The props definitely do need that. Now, we're not gonna fly anything today. It is already sunset. As you can see, it's pretty dark. We are just gonna be setting everything up. Everything needs to be plugged, charged, update firmware, put the SD card in, and we're gonna do all the setup today, and then hopefully tomorrow we can do the simulator, which is a very big must if you don't want to crash these things. Now, the nice thing with this FPV drone is it has 3 modes. One in normal, which allows you to fly the drone in the normal fashion, the way DJI drones fly. And the other mode, as you can see here, sport. So normal, sport, and then M. M is manual. Wait, I'm focusing on my face there. M is manual, and then sport, and then normal. So these modes are everything. These modes allow you to fly in full manual, which is full acrobatic mode, which you actually have to set. It doesn't come preset that you can fly in full manual. You need to go through the goggle system and the remote system and set everything up. We're going to do this again. Hope you guys get a better perspective of the unboxing. So in the box, when you open it, you're gonna get the drone. This is the FPV drone. Very much heavier, non-foldable arms, and it looks very different. As they show in most of the videos, the attitude of the way the flight angle is literally like this, like it's attacking the air sideways rather than flying leveled. So we're gonna put the drone on the side. This is the DJI FPV 2 goggles. looks pretty badass. I know the antennas go on that, and then everything else needs to be set up. This is the IPD controller from what I understand, and then the buttons are here on the right, and then some ports are here on the left. Okay, let's put that aside. We're going to take this black foam out. This is super useful. We can move this foam into a different case and store our stuff properly. In the box you also get the new remote. Sorry if the color is a little off. Too excited to wait for tomorrow to do this. But this is the new remote from DJI. Sticks are still folded in, and this doesn't have a phone mount anymore. As you can see, you don't mount the phone here, you don't mount the phone here, because everything is seen through the FPV goggles. In these side boxes you have the propellers, propeller A and propeller B. Now we're not going to install this yet because we will not be flying the drone just yet. You don't need any special tools, you just literally push it into the port and you rotate the base and it will lock in on its own. So pretty useful. What we need is actually in these boxes. This is the charging brick along with the battery bank. So this battery bank is for the FPV goggles. Please beware, even though this is a USB Type-C port, this is not a power bank. This will fry anything that you plug it to except for the goggles. In DJI fashion, press once for battery and then 2 presses to turn it on. So in this box also we have the new DJI charging brick. Sorry, you can see my red light. 2 USB ports now and this really funky connector. So in this box we have all the other accessories. I don't know how to open it. There you go. This looks like a... oh, this is the armor guard. This is the extra armor guard that slaps on to the drone to give it some extra skin protection. You are gonna crash this drone. It is truly part of the experience and you need to accept it. The sooner we accept it, the sooner we won't be disappointed. Okay, in this box we have all the antennas. This is the cable for the FPV goggles. This plugs into the goggle, this plugs into the battery port. This is an adapter cable. Okay, this is the strap for the goggles. Definitely we're gonna need that, so put that down here. And then you're also gonna get a bunch of manuals. Very important. We'll go through that later. And few last items, just different cables. So gonna get rid of all that excess plastic. This is the USB-C to USB-A. This is the power cable adapter, and then there's something else that fell in. Oh my god. Yes. Okay, they are little screws. Don't know where those go, but those look important. Allen wrench. Definitely that was part of it. I wanted to show you guys the new battery of DJI. This is the battery system, which also doubles as a landing pad. As you can see, this is like the landing area where it sticks. It's running this new connector from DJI, which is seals off like that. So that's how you remove that, and then you pinch the clips and then you pull the battery out. You want to make sure the antennas are nice and secure. It doesn't look like there's any AB for the antennas, so don't worry about mixing them up. So normally I get very dizzy when I'm wearing FPV goggles, and I've experienced this with my previous drone that I tried to get into, which was a sort of a race drone. Why is this not screwing in properly? There you go. I ended up activating it and I didn't film it, but I will be trying to replicate it tomorrow. Right now I'm just too excited because I did want to fly the simulator. I have charged the batteries, turned the drone on, and I have downloaded the DJI Fly app. It's a new app that's going to help activate the drone, and now updating the firmware and setting up the goggles as well. This is supposed to connect so that we can do the simulator right here. I have not pushed the activate button right there, so I am waiting for the firmware to update. It's a pretty big firmware at about 350 MB, and we're gonna wait to see what happens when everything binds up Hopefully we can play with the FPV simulator so that we can get better before we crash this guy. The sound this drone makes when it's starting up is insane. Let me turn it on for you. Wow, that is such a mean sound. It is amazing and intimidating all at the same time. I wanted to continue this video by actually flying the drone and showing you guys what the drone can do, but with my limitations with learning FPV and using the goggles, actually I get sick really fast. So DJI has new apps that you're gonna need to download to use this FPV drone. One is the DJI Fly app, which is this one on this right here, and the other one for the simulator is called DJI Virtual Flight. Now today we're going to be doing the virtual flight, showing you guys, videoing the screen so you can see how this works. Now I've been practicing already about 2 days, and the first day, within 3 minutes I absolutely got sick, and yesterday Struan came over to try it out, and we were trying it again, and I don't know, on the second session I wasn't feeling so sick. So this morning I'm gonna do a demo flight in the flight simulator, and what we've realized in the flight simulator that it's actually useless to practice in sport and normal mode. So we're gonna go straight to practicing in manual mode, because manual mode, everything changes, the way the sticks work changes. Now also normally in manual mode you'd want to open this back cover so that you can remove the spring from the throttle. So what happens when you're doing manual mode, this isn't up and down anymore. This is more of like faster or slower. So it's very different in terms of behavior, because the drone actually in manual mode you're attacking the air this way, so the camera needs to face upward. So when you throttle the left stick up, it makes it faster like this. So when you slow down, it just makes it slower this way. So it does change the way you fly the drone and how you command the sticks. So let's get straight into this. What you're gonna do is definitely put on the head strap, adjust it to your head, and then you are going to adjust the IPD locator buttons are below, so you can fix the way your eyes view the screen, and the toggle switch over here allows you to do some more fine-tuning inside the goggles. So with the charged battery, you're going to plug that in, and then we're going to double tap the power brick, and that's going to power on the goggles. We're going to open the app, DJI Virtual Flight app. So it's by Unreal, and it's super cool. Thank God they made this, because I can definitely see people crashing their drone if they do not practice with this. So we're going to confirm that, and now it's telling me to make sure that the aircraft is powered down so that when we power on the remote, the aircraft doesn't fly off. So yes, plug the battery. Now we're going to plug the phone to the left side of the goggles, which is over here, USB-C, and then from the USB-C we are going to connect it straight back into the phone, and we're going to wait for it to connect. You can hear the phone starting to charge, and there we're going to turn the remote on. Double tap, remote's turning on, and there you go, everything is connected. So right now we're going to go into the free flight, and we have been using this beta free flight area and track 4 because we're actually just playing around. We're not really going through the actual spaces yet. I find myself getting sick if I'm in confined tight spaces, but when I'm free flying over everything, it seems that I'm okay. There you go. So we are gonna go straight into manual mode. Hold the throttle down. As I said, removing the joystick spring will make more sense. So in manual mode, you're gonna double tap the button on the right so that you can start the drone motors. And then now we're gonna let it go. And as you can see, the angle, so it's, oh, sorry. stabilize. So you're going to change the pitch also of the camera in front, which is what we're doing here. And now we are flying. So as I said again, the left stick makes it go faster. And then to change the altitude, you're actually going to push the stick down, which will make you face down like this. It's almost like flying an airplane in a way. I found out from the other drone operators that flying with pinching the thumbsticks actually makes more sense. And we're gonna try to gun down and show you guys. Whoa! Going around the chimney stack. It helps when you're sitting down if it is your first time, because it does disorient me quite a bit. Okay, let's see if we can do some lower acrobatic moves. Make sure you don't forget to breathe, because yes, I do feel just a little queasy at this point. But they were saying online that you can keep flying for about 3 to 4 weeks to get used to this sensation of FPV feeling. Well, I was lucky to make it through that. That was lucky. So you can actually start doing flips also. It's super easy. We're gonna climb and then do a roll, or sorry, flip, and then same thing, forward speed, and then we're gonna do a roll. That's a roll, slower roll, another roll. Okay, that got me a little. So just gonna stabilize. You can push the pause button if you want the drone to go into normal safety mode, which is a brake. So if you feel disoriented, you can push that, and then you can double tap it or hold it, I think, to go home. So that's the demo for the flight simulator. Obviously you can fly the drone using the actual simulator just looking at the iPhone, but that doesn't simulate how you're gonna actually fly the drone, because you have to remember, when you're flying the FPV drone, you do not have the iPhone screen, you only have the FPV goggle screen. I don't know if it'll make any difference if I'm going to feel sick if I see a real picture in the monitor, but for now, after just a few minutes, I don't feel so well. Yesterday I had a knot in my stomach, and that stayed with me for about 2 hours, and this morning, such a glorious day, I don't want to start with that. So I'm gonna end the vlog here. As I said, I didn't want to wait a few weeks for me to get used to this system before I release this video. It's a hot topic right now to have this drone, and I want to thank again Drones PH Academy, Kalki, for hooking me up with this drone. It is interesting that we have this drone already, and it's gonna take a while for me to actually end up flying the drone. As I said, I can fly it in normal and sport, but this isn't the reason why I got this drone. So I'm gonna keep practicing in the simulator on manual mode, and they're saying online that it takes about 3 to 4 weeks of playing every day for me to not get sick. So this is gonna be interesting. I hope we can get some amazing shots later on, and I'm super excited to fly this drone. But will it replace any of my other drones? I don't think so. I think it is a drone class of its own, and I'm really excited to see what DJI comes up with next. So if you guys again like the vlog, you guys know what to do. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.